But now the excuse is, Rants, though, who can replace Bruno Fernandes? Bro, it doesn't matter who can replace Bruno Fernandes. Like, we're always going to replace. We replace Wayne Rooney.
We
We
don't
replace
even need to
so many
replace
players.
Bruno Fernandes, bro.
Exactly.
There's plenty of players in the team better than him. We don't even need to replace him. We don't even need to replace Bruno. What for? What does he do that needs replacing? You know, like what's
Man's
there
got
to
one goal in
replace?
3 months. It's crazy.
Bruv, what does he do that needs replacing? Do you know, bruv,
Ah,
literally, McTominay can replace him now. Like, you can replace him with Ericsson now. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, there's nothing to replace. You can even put
Mm.
Amrabat in there. There's literally nothing to replace. He doesn't do anything better than any of the players I mentioned.
I just don't get this sympathy for Luke Shaw, bro, over the years, yeah.
I get it, bro. But bruv, I've been calling it
Yeah,
the whole
100%.
time. The same man that was trying to say that it was racially motivated why I don't like him, yeah, are the same brothers that got bare chat for Martial. They got bare chat for Varane, even though Varane and Martial
Injured
factually,
less.
yeah, have been injured less than him. Factually, it's not even an opinion
Yep.
because it's not hard to find the numbers, you know, like
Mhm.
that. But them man don't keep the same energy, bro. And this is what it is. And this is why these man have bare chat for me and they have bare chat for you, bro, because we look a certain way. And then there's certain man here that don't know shit about ball. Do you know what I'm saying? Fraudulent guys talking rubbish, bro, and they don't have the same energy for them, bro. I already know what it is, bro.
Bro. But this is a plus A, man. It's a ruthless sport. And like you said, bro, you know what I mean? We've given this guy a new contract now. So he's going to be chilling now for how long? You know what I mean? He's out for the rest of the season. So when you're looking at summer pre-season, and then you got all the fanboys saying, Luke Shaw's back. We're ready now. The season starts now. The season starts now. I'm like, broski, how many times you keep saying it? If you want to do everyone and have the same energy for everyone, I'm all good. Martial can go, Rashford and Luke Shaw can go for right, but you don't have the same energy. That's where, for me, my thing comes into it. And now again, yeah, man's injured. He can't, bro. His body can't. He can't do it anymore, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's an absolute disgrace, bro. The thing is, yeah, with injuries, the more you get injured, the more injuries you have, the more injuries you get. That's kind of how it is because the body's always trying to compensate. The body's always trying to um
Mhm.
right the wrongs of the past, and that's why Martial's body's knackered now. And I said it, his
Mm,
body can't do it because the thing is, yeah, once you start getting imbalances in your body, it's very, very, very
mm,
difficult to correct them. And I know that from personal experience. Do you know what I mean? Because I wake up
mm,
every day. Do you know what I mean? And injuries that I've had in the past affect my future. Do you know what I'm saying? So
mm,
it's one of them things where I understand that. You know what I mean? So
mm,
with what's demanded of these guys' bodies, they can't perform at that level. They can't perform at that level anymore. So you move them on, bro. And it's not
mm.
oh, he's a nice guy or he's not a nice guy. Bro, it's not personal. This is business. We're in a performance sport. Like that's what we're in, bro. So if you're
Facts.
not performing, then you have to be
Facts.
under pressure, bro. Like it's not about whether I like
Yep.
you or not. Like I love Anthony
Mm.
Martial, but the fact is, yeah, I can't rely on his availability. So do you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
it.
I'm not
Yep.
emotionally attached to him. If he leaves, bro.
Yeah. But are the fan base emotionally attached? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to be like you? I don't think they are, bro. Rashford now, all of a sudden, a little bit of form, bro, is the best thing since
Mm,
sliced bread. You get me, bro? Like, I think as
mm.
a fan base, we're too emotionally attached to so many of these players. And it's like, 1 minute we're ready for a rebuild. 1 minute Casemiro needs to be sold to Saudi Arabia. And now all of a sudden he's our best player. 1 minute Varane needs to be sold. And he's got the highest duels won in the Premier League, 90%.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, people just don't have the same energy, bro. I keep saying it from day one. The fan base always flip flop about players and oh yeah, this guy's back and yeah, bro. Like it's just this is what we are as a fan base, bro. And until, like I said to you, Omar Barada comes in and he says, "Yo, 2-3 year plan. We move. If you're not performing 2 to 3 years, you go. Unless you have that kind of system in, then fair enough. But this idea, this sentiment that my man's been here for 10 years, and me and you can't call him out and say he needs to be sold.
No, you
Can't be
can't.
sold.
Because you're a fake
That's
fan.
mad.
You're either a
That's
fake fan or you're
mad.
racist if you don't rate Luke
That's
Shaw. But
it's
what are you if you
crazy.
rate players like Bruno then? What are you if you rate players like Bruno? Because
Oh
bro,
my
you're
days.
absolutely killing Bruno. You're absolutely bigging up Bruno for performances that you would kill other players for, bro. Do you know what
Like,
I'm saying? And this is exactly what it is, bro. So these men are not consistent, but this is why I don't argue with these guys because I see right through them. What's the point? There's certain people that are never going to agree with you because they don't want to agree with you.
mm,
And that's just what it is, bro.
for
If
real.
someone
For
doesn't
real,
want to
bro.
agree with you and people don't want to see your point of view because of how you look or how you speak or whatever. If they don't want to, bro, who's out here trying to convince people that I'm right, bro? I ain't got no time for that. I got no time
Mhm.
for that. I told these man about Luke Shaw a long, long, long time ago. I told man about Bruno a long, long, long time ago. Now people are finally wising up. Do you know what I mean? Some people are still
Mm.
clinging on to hope, yeah. And then I'm seeing stuff about Rafael Varane, bro. If Man United had any
Mm.
sense, Rafael Varane, Casemiro, them two players, yeah, would literally be the spine of the team, bro. And you go and get a top striker and you go and get a top goalkeeper, and then you have a solid spine right through the middle of the team. That's what you
Mm.
do. Every great Man United team has had a solid spine. If you're looking at the spines with Van der Sar in goal, you got Rooney up top.
Solid
You got,
spines.
you know what I'm saying? Rooney up top. You got
Mm.
Vidic and Ferdinand in the middle. You got Scholes and Carrick or whatever. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? If you want to go further back, to your treble winning teams with your Schmeichel in goal, and you got your York and
Mm.
Cole or your York and Sheringham or whatever, and you go into your Scholes and Keane. Do you know what I'm saying? You go into your Yap Stam and whoever, Ronnie Johnson or whatever, bro. You've got a solid spine all the way through the team. Every successful Man United team has a solid spine. Kobe
Like,
Mino's is a world class talent, yeah, but
mm.
he is not part of the solid spine yet, bro. He's got a lot of football to
Mm.
learn. He's got a lot of football to play.
Oh
We
yeah, yeah,
shouldn't
yeah,
be
yeah. 100%.
we shouldn't be relying on him, bro. Casemiro is going to take him under his wing and turn him into a proper footballer. He's got all the talent in the world, but he's not there yet. We shouldn't be relying
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this kid, bro. When I'm hearing people say, "Oh, like we didn't have Mino in a couple games, that's why we got knocked out the Champions League." Why the hell are we relying on an
Oh my
18-year-old, bro?
days. Is that what we're on now? Is
Yeah,
that
bro,
what
that's
we're on
what man
now?
are saying. Oh, we didn't
Are
have
you
Kobe
mad?
Mino and Cass Pivot. That's why we're out the champion. Get fucked.
Oh my
This is
days.
what
Are you
people are doing
crazy?
right now.
Well, is that what Onana is that Onana's excuse? Is that certain man's defending excuse? Is that the way we play football? Is that
Bro,
the excuse for all of that, bro? Are you mad, bro? We were
bro.
playing terrible football, bro. Terrible football. We literally went
Mhm,
2-0 up in one game, then we came back and defended shamelessly. You get me, shambles as well. The substitutions were awful. The game management was awful.
mhm,
Bro, come on, man. This is the issue, though. It's always one player that will fix it with United, though. It's always been like
mhm,
that, though. One player is
mhm,
going to fix it and change the fortunes around. Even when I look at Kobe Mino, yeah, as much as I know he's talented, yeah, there's going to be a situation now where, he might have to just, you know what, bench him for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, just, wrap him up a little bit. Say, yo, chill, take your
mhm,
time. Like, if you go to Real Madrid and these places, yeah, if you're good enough, like, you'll play or whatnot, but also, they'll just bench you, say, yo, listen, calm down, relax. When we bring you in, we'll bring you in. There has to be a natural progression. Now, all of a sudden, what's going to happen is everyone's going to call him washed halfway through next season and be like, yeah, he's not good enough. Yeah, because you haven't managed him well. You get
mhm.
me? So, end of the day, I still think for me, Varane and Casemiro should be the last people who should be sold before all the rest of the bums. You get me? The last people you should be selling. The last. But it comes
100%.
back down to it again. Favorites taking over. Oh yeah, Bruno, because he scores more goals, he should be therefore kept. Or because this player. Come on, man. Are you serious? So we can't play better football. But now the excuses, Rants, though. Who can replace Bruno Fernandes? Bro, it doesn't
Mm.
matter who can replace Bruno Fernandes. Like, we're always going to replace. We replace Wayne Rooney.
We
We
don't
replace
even need to
so many
replace
players.
Bruno Fernandes, bro.
Exactly.
There's plenty of players in the team better than him. We don't even need to replace him. We don't even need to replace Bruno. What for? What does he do that needs replacing? Like that. What's
Man's
there
got
to
one goal in
replace?
3 months. It's crazy.
Bruv, what does he do that needs replacing? Bruv,
Ah,
literally, McTominay can replace him now. Like, you can replace him with Ericsson now. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, there's nothing to replace. You can even put
Mm.
Amrabat in there. There's literally nothing to replace. He doesn't do anything better than any of the players I mentioned. So why are we don't even need to replace him. Just let him go. Do you know what I mean? And get him off the wage bill. That's all you need to do. What is there to replace? Please tell me. This is what I don't understand, bro. This is what I don't understand. Man United need to reduce the size of their squad and increase the quality in their squad. So we don't even need to replace Bruno. Just get rid of him, bro. Get him off the wage bill. He's on like 200 grand or something like that, or near enough. Get him off. Fuck him
Mm.
right off.
Mm.
You know what I mean? He's almost 30 years old. His best days are behind him. He thinks he's better than he is. He's exactly the opposite kind of player that we need at Man United to take us forward. The kind of player we need to be young, enthusiastic, with a point to prove. That's what we need. We don't need these players that are past their best, yeah, and feel like they ain't got nothing to prove. Like, we don't need none of that.
Also,
If we're gonna go to where we belong, like, have your old heads in the team. like your Casemiros and your Varans, and I say old heads, these guys are barely 30 years old. They're not even old heads. Do you know what I mean? I think KDB's 32 or something like that, gonna be 33.
Yeah.
These men are a good couple years younger than him. So
Yep.
you still have these guys in your team, and then we're getting like, obviously people are saying, oh, Frankie de Jong, this, that, and the other. If we could get him, if we had a manager like a De Zerbi or something, and you got De Jong and Cass in the midfield, happy days, bro.
But it's also the way you play as well, because
that's what you do.
Thing is, yeah, everyone's got this idea in their head that you need a 10 to succeed every single time. Like when you look at Arsenal, they don't like Odegaard's not really an out and out number 10, is he? He's like a Roman.
He's an 8. He's a number 8. Odegaard's never been a 10. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like when you actually deep it, like in football now, like the ideas of 10s now, I think they're dying out, bro. I'll be real with you. Yeah, there's the Musialas in there and the Florian Wirtz, but when you look at Paqueta, when you look at these players now, bro, they just because they're technically so good, they can drift anywhere. 8, 10, go wide. They interchange, bro. And I feel like for me, it's one of them where with United, you don't necessarily need an out and out number 10 to replace Bruno. You go get an 8. And you have 2 8s and a 6, and then you actually have the ball. If you get Frankie de Jong and another person, you actually keep the ball better. It's crazy to think like that. And then you create opportunities more from that. You're going to create opportunities from spamming the ball all the time. So I miss me with that bullshit. Like there's so much negatives from Bruno Fernandes that people just don't see. But what the problem is though, because he gets a goal here and now and again, it's like, oh man, Bruno saved us. Bruno saved us. I'm like, I'm just tired, bro. Bruno saved us. Broski, we ain't been anywhere. Where we been, man? Top 4 saved us. Come on, man. In the big games, when has he performed? You tell me, Rants. You tell me a big game away from home.
Hey, bro, you're preaching to the choir, mate. I've been telling these guys for ages. The Bruno ain't even got one memorable Man United performance to this day. Do you know what I'm saying? And the most these man that they used Bruno Fernandes as the stick to beat Paul Pogba with, the Paul Pogba that was scoring in cup finals for us. And I mean, and this is exactly what it is. Like these guys, yeah, have made their bed with Bruno. Do you know what I'm saying? They made that, bro. Listen, they made their bed with this Bruno Fernandes guy, bro. This Bruno's been a fraud from the very beginning. I've seen right through it, and that's just what it is. So now the GA is dried up. Now people are talking about it, but bro, I could see right through it, even when he was getting stats.
Even when he was getting stats, bro, people could see right through it. People could see, yo, listen, this guy ain't it, bro. Like even when, like, you know what it is? Yeah, at the start, it was refreshing, yeah, because mine was scoring goals. Because Jesse Lingard weren't scoring for a year. I think we had Quan Mata, but then he wasn't really effective. Even though for me, he was still a quality football. He was placed out wide. We put Andres Pereira in there. Broski, when this guy came in and started scoring goals, everyone's like, yo, man's a monster. And then what you then had to analyze was, Rants, yeah, bro, he's actually like, what he's doing, what he goes through to get them goals and assists is actually a net negative for us. Because
it's detrimental to the team, Saeed. You're detrimental to the team. Bruv, I've been saying this for years.
Let me change your lighting.
Yeah, I've been saying this for years. I'm like the one person that no one needs to explain this. I'm the one person that nobody needs to explain this to, because I told you, man, that Bruno was a net negative a long time ago, bro. I'm the original Bruno Fernandes hater, bro. There was no one before me, bruv. They were calling this guy the next Cantona. Eric Cantona was one of my childhood heroes, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The way that offended me was crazy, blood. When I was hearing the Cantona things, I wanted to get a baseball bat and roam the streets of Manchester, blood. That's how I felt when I heard that. That's what I heard, that, bro. I just wanted to be outside, vigilante mode, like Bruce Wayne, bruv, and just start snuffing people when I heard with the Cantona comparisons. I heard, bro, my head nearly went.
That's crazy.
I told people I was hearing these things, bro, and now look. Look at him. Absolute scumbag, bro. I mean, Bruno is the worst thing to happen to this club, yeah, in the last 4 years. The worst thing, bro. The guy's the captain now. Like, his whole trajectory at this club, yeah, is testament, yeah, to how poorly run this football club is. Testament. We overpaid for him, yeah. His team wanted to get rid of him, bruv. They sold him and won the league the season after. Like, they knew he was shit, bro. They finessed us. Yeah. They knew it. They absolutely knew it.
They may never got his numbers and that, but as a team, they got better, bro. When you got team players, bro, that's so much better than having one individual who then takes care of everything. Like, come on, man. And also, we had a report and a scout report that said, yo, he gives the ball away a lot. You know what I mean? So
And
it's
we
not as
still
if you're
signed
taking
him. They
things up.
released it. I saw the scouting report saying, oh, he's careless in
Yeah.
possession, this, that, and the other. So they knew what kind of player they signed. And you know what they did? These men signed Bruno Fernandes, yeah, just to give the fans a shiny new toy because we were in the mid. This was during when we were protesting.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there was a protest. I think it was against Wolves. Man were meant to walk out.
Wolves, yeah.
And then Ollie said,
I remember.
Ollie
Ollie said,
oh, don't turn your
yeah.
back on us. And then they signed Bruno.
Facts.
Bro. Owners gave you a
100%.
little shiny new toy to get you guys to behave yourself. And you're so thick, you lapped it up, mate. That's what happened.
Yeah, but the thing is though, with signings though, it's always lapped it up. Ronaldo, Varane. When these guys came in, there was meant to be. I think there was meant to be a protest at a Varane game. It was a Glazers out protest.
And they brought him out on the pitch.
Came in. They brought him out on the pitch
In a suit.
They brought him out on the pitch. Yeah, bro. The Ronaldo thing. Then obviously that happened and whatnot. So yeah, man, 100%, bro. Like them signings patched it up and that. But the thing is, for me, yeah, I genuinely think for me, Ten Hag played this game all wrong, you know. Had he actually told Bruno Fernandes, yo, you ain't part of my plans here, I'm going to play a different brand, I'm going to play my way here, I don't think we'd be Ten Hag out right now. I genuinely think if he came in with his Ten Hag way and displaced the man here that weren't doing their job here and weren't part of his style, I genuinely think he would be a better manager now, you know. But what he did was he went into the situation, fans' favourite. He said, you know what? These men are going to get me the GA. These men are going to get me out of trouble when I need to. And to be fair, you know what I mean? I don't really know if I can do this style. Broski, he went
but that shows that he doesn't. But that shows that he doesn't have confidence in himself, bro. He's not a Man United manager. The fact that he's picking players, that he thinks, can get him out of a sticky spot instead of actually sticking to what is supposed to be his philosophy and all of these. I don't believe he has a philosophy. I believe he's a fraud, innit? However, if he was sticking to the kind of football that we expected him to play, he doesn't play Bruno. Like, even the fact that he said, I can't play Ajax football at Man United because I don't have the players, that tells you that the Ajax football had nothing to do with him and that it was the players that were playing the football. Because if that was the case, why are you going back to Ajax and signing players from Ajax if you have absolutely no intentions on playing the way that Ajax played? It would make no sense. Jurgen Klopp did not go back to his ex-team and try and sign half their players. He didn't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he knows he's got a style of play. So he doesn't need to go back and get these players. The reason why Mourinho goes back here to get his old players is because he wants to play the same way.
That's what I'm saying.
The reason why Harry Redknapp goes back and always gets Nico Cranchar and Defoe and that is because he wants to play the same way. You don't go back and get your ex-players to play different football. That doesn't make sense, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's like going back to your ex-girl, and expecting something different, bro. No, you're going back to what you left, bruv. She hasn't changed. She's not gonna change.